What up, YouTube? Back at it again. We are checking out some Asaf. Renat, I got you. We're looking at Reckoning song one day. I know this song. I've done this a couple times, different versions on my channel. Shoot, it's been a year though. I'm not gonna break down lyrics because this is a live, so I want to watch it. And I was told that amidst the song, he gives an explanation of the song. This is one of my favorites of him. If my memory serves, my interpretation of this song is it's about dealing with love lost, but also love lost with respect to immaturity and leading to love lost, whereby recognizing that and reflection on what heartbreak. And there's this haunting kind of timbre that he delivers these lyrics in. He's like, just pay attention when he says, like, when he starts, like, I think it's a chorus or the pre-chorus, like, one day we'll be old, and when that kicks in. And then, like, when he's like, what's the verse there? It's been so long. He's like, I don't laugh, I don't cry, I don't think about you all the time. So I've got the lyrics pulled up. I had to glance at it real quick. There's in his delivery. There's this crazy, like he's got this very emotive passion that he delivers these lyrics through. And, like, for me, the song was, it was about heartbreak, and that's what the lyrics look at, like, just from face value if you read them. But he sometimes buries things, so I'm interested to learn his take on this because I haven't seen his explanation of it yet. So, anyways, first and foremost, go support Asaf, go like, go subscribe. I've been talking for way too long. Please, love to have you here. Like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. Let's dive in. This is Reckoning Song live at the Acropolis 2022. You notice how he brings you in, like, just. And by the way, I pause. I'm sorry. I do. I love to listen to it the whole way through, but then you watch me watch stuff, and that's not fun. First off, this venue, I love circular venues. I feel like everybody's got kind of a good seat, right? And it's very kind of like European in a sense. Like, we've got Red Rocks here that, when you, otherwise it's just rails and anyways. What he's doing is it's like this entrancing kind of, like, just acoustic kind of get you to sort of pay attention. And I love it. Just leading into, like, I'll let him go here. You know what's funny? One thing, I was always like I from anything I watched when people were talking about, like, artists and whatnot. Like, a lot of times, and I could be very wrong. A lot of times, from what I heard, is they were taught to, like, you were supposed to, like eye contact's a big thing, and don't turn away from the crowd and stuff like that. He had his eyes closed the entire time. But for me, like, I feel like in artistry, if you're feeling something, like, you shut off a sense to then feel with the rest of your senses. Once you close one, you kind of expose and open doors for others. So I was always okay with just kind of being in your element. It's cool to watch artists that do that. Asaf's one of them. Aurora, she's great at that. Just get lost in your stuff and let us watch. I think it's really cool.
No more tears, my heart is dry. I don't laugh and I don't cry. I don't think about you all the time, but when I do, I wonder why you had to go out of my door and leave just like you did before. I know I said that I was shy, but a rich man can't imagine power. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. Little me and little you kept doing all the things they do. They never really think it through, like I can never think it true.
So if you look at that right there, he goes right from one day we'll be old, right? We're looking at reflection of what could have been, and then like right after that he goes into little me and little you. So he's basically just putting a stamp on we were young and immature when we were having fun doing these things, right? And I'm dumbing it down, but and he's saying like, and this is the words he's using is obviously sort of a post separation. We'll be old thinking about the stories we could have told, not the stories we're telling, right? So he's basically saying like it for me what that meant was like immaturity sort of caused the end of me and you, but it doesn't mean that like it doesn't sound like a sort of a violent separation. It just sounds more like just ignorance and naivete when it comes to relationships and not really knowing what to do, when to do it, and things happen and whatnot. And we've all been through that, but I love the reminiscing part of it. We could be thinking about the stories we could have told, and that's kind of the friendly element of saying like it'd be cool to think back, like something could have been, what could have been, what not.
Here I go again, get through like I can never think it true. Here I go again, the blame, the guilt, the pain, the hurt, the shame, the founding fathers of our blame. They're stuck in heavy clouds of rain. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, now.
So I forgot, my man's got Elvis feet. he can't stop. I love it, dude. You get this kind of funky rock little section in here. This is great. Look at this showman just leaning out. I love this. And also, pay attention to if I'm right about the meaning of the song, which sort of follows like the bell curve of life. You notice how the music sort of crescendos with sort of slowly dragging you into some sort of the beat progression, and then just you get to the top, and then things kind of just explode into this fun, and then like he'll likely sort of just pull you back in a little bit. But I dig I dig this. He's having fun with it.
I want you to try to do something with me tonight. See, every night when I sing this song, there's a place I need to go to in order to sing it, you know? It needs to be honest. And so I go to a place. See, I know some of you are translating the song through your own prisms, and that's good, that's fine. This is just as much your song as it is my song.
See, he just said that he allows me to do whatever I would like with his songs and his lyrics. So that means that I'm never wrong. I'm just kidding.
And that's good, that's fine. This is just as much your song as it is my song. So you're allowed to think of it as a hopeful song. You're allowed to think of it as carpe diem, seize the day. But for me, it's a song about loss. You know, I remember the day that I wrote it, you know. I remember the girl I wrote it about, and I remember the conversation we had, and I remember sitting down. I had this apartment with a wooden floor, and we were sitting down on that floor, and we were talking, and I remember something she said, and I remember something I said, and I remember something she said, and I remember something I said back. And I remember it because I remember the look in her eyes as they broke into more pieces than they were made of. And I remember seeing that look, and I remember thinking, God, how do you take words back? There's no amount of sorries that can take these words back, but there they were, you know. And I remember her not saying another word, just getting up and turning around. I remember looking at her back as she went farther and farther away to the door, and she kind of slowed down, and I guess she was waiting for me to say something, but I didn't, and then she just opened the door, she walked through the door, and she closed the door, and I just fell down immediately. You know, my ear was against the wooden floor. I could hear the reverberations of her footsteps as she was fading away from my life forever, you know. And at that moment, I knew that I will never have her again. Whatever it is that we had is over. And it's not like I sing this song about her anymore. That's in the past. It's a million light years away, but, you know, it's still... You need to find some place to go to when you sing this song. You need to find some loss inside you, these caverns of your own topography, you know, and you try to give them a voice. And so what I want you to do, just for tonight, is I want you to try to go through this specific translation with me tonight. I want you to close your eyes, really just close your eyes and try to envision in your mind's eye, in your heart, somebody that you lost in your life and you know you'll never see again, and try to really picture them. You know, what are they wearing? Did they change at all? Did they change their hair? And how are they looking at you? Is it with blame? Is it with guilt? Is it with forgiveness? Is it with anger? Is it with love? Is it with compassion? Is it with empathy, with understanding? What is it that they show you, you know? And I'll try to really see them. And then we're going to try to sing this song again, you know, from this place. And the secret is not to succumb to depression because of loss. This loss creates these caverns of your landscape, And it's just a beautiful place to walk in, and we must give them a voice. Otherwise,
This is how this man talks. These caverns of your topographer, topography, these caverns of your landscape, like who in modern day like talks like that when explaining one's own emotions? It's crazy, man. This dude.
and it's just a beautiful place to walk in, and we must give them a voice. Otherwise, they weigh us down. So loss becomes just another beautiful way in our passage here, you know? Just another place to visit. Give it a voice and dignity and beauty. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, that's all we gotta one day. That's all we gotta one day. That's all we ever really got. One day, that's all we gotta one day. That's all we gotta one day. That's all we ever really got. And I got no regrets. But I got no regrets. Honey, I got no regrets. Except for one. I got no regrets, baby, I got no regrets. Lord, I got no regrets, except for you. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, one day, one day, one day, that's all we got now. One day, one day is all we ever really got. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, 'cause you're my baby, my pretty little baby, my pretty little baby, sweet love of mine. One day, baby, oh, oh, baby, oh, think of all the stories that we could have told.
My man is an artist. Got me a little bit there. That's an emotional, that's a journey he just took you on. And welcome to my song and my story. Now close your eyes and think about your own, right? And now sing it with me. Let's feel something together, right? Yeah, that's cool. So I was pretty spot on with the story. I think with the with what the meaning was. I'm usually not. So, but this is more. Yeah, with any of his stuff though, it's more of kind of like how does this relate to you? How do you feel this? How do you translate this? You could take that in, like, I mean, it could be loss of any kind. Um, Losing a parent, losing a dog. I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, losing anything that's really important to you, and reminiscing in a sense, about how things could have been different, how things were, how things are. Um, Nah, beautiful song. It's always I'll always kind of go back to that as that as one of my favorites of his for sure. Um, but dude, I love watching his lives. I feel like I like I used to love the I kind of like started watching him with just like the videos of him just looping 26,000 instruments together, and I'm like, well, that's just nuts. So that was fun. But like watching him perform is like even just with an acoustic, just him and a mic and a guitar, is special, really special. Um, but he's one of a kind for sure. Go support Asaf. Please go like, go subscribe. We'll keep it moving here. This is long, but sorry for that. Not really though. It was a long piece, so I'm not that sorry. But yeah, go support. Go like and subscribe. If you like what I do, of course, like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll keep it moving here. We'll catch you on the next.